Okay, sometimes smoke comes out of my ears when I'm thinking really hard about a problem. And it's kind of happening right now because I want it to work a certain way. And I'm not sure I figured out exactly how to do that yet. So here is what I am thinking. I'm going to noodle it out. You're going to hear all my ranting and thinking, and maybe it's the best way, maybe it's not. Maybe you'll have some suggestions for me, but I still have to work it out. And I might as well do it on a video so that later, if it could be beneficial to somebody, it's there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to point out that I am in the category of my health. Okay. And what I have is I have all these things captured, right? These are my actions for the week that I'm in, or for this category for the next week. I want to have an hour of power every day. I want to get a pedicure randomly in there. And then here's some appointments and stuff I need to work on. I want to walk a minimum of 5,000 steps a day, and notice that that's out of order over here. So I'm going to just pop it down here. And oops, it moved one, but not the other. It does not want to move for some reason. You see it thinking about it, but it's like, what? Why would you want to do that? Okay, so know that you're supposed to be able to move them down there, and I've done it and it's worked. So anyway, these are all of the things, including like the minimum of 5,000 steps a day. I think I did that. Must have been for 14 days or something. I don't want to not do that. Maybe I did it for every day for 365 years. I don't know, but it's on there. And then I made an RPM block. Now, this is what I'm trying to wrap my mind around. I like the idea of the block. I like the hour power is important to me. And I do it for an hour, the first hour that I get up. What I do in the hour of power can change somewhat depending on how I'm feeling, how long I stay in one activity versus another. And so it's going to vary, but I want to have like the recipe for how I want it, and then have the liberty to not follow the recipe if I don't want to. So in the block, I have these are the things I want to do: drink water, Bible, priming, get moving, reading, meditation, and the daily rebounder. And I want to point out that it's a must do on the daily rebounder. If I do nothing else, I still want to be able to do the daily rebounder. Now, you may have seen the drink water. I'm basically going to duplicate each of the items here so that we have what I'm looking for as a test case. And then I will decide if this is how I want to organize it, or if next week when I do this, I'll pick a totally different way to do it, and I'll see which one works best for me. So I'm just going down my list, and I'm creating a duplicate action one time. So it's not going to be overwhelming if I decide I don't want to use it. And then once that's done, you'll notice it dropped to the bottom. So now I have two sets of things in there. And here's what I want to do. I want to go to my week. I want to go to the weekly plan. And I want to go to the unplanned. Okay. And look in the temple is healthy. We don't see anything. I guess I better go to all actions. Okay. So you see everything that's in there for the week, and then the block is following it. So in the block, I have all of the actions. So you can see why that could get a little bit overwhelming, right? But when we go to the schedule, what I am hoping to do is to run, I'll go up to our power runs every day. And then I'm going to scroll down to the temple is healthy and into that block. And I'm going to say, okay, I want to drink water. Prayer time. I was betting on it doing that kind of stagger there, which I'm not really sure why it's staggering all the way. I would have been okay with. Yeah. Huh. Maybe it's just to keep them separate. Okay. So Hour of Power is on its own. I'm trying to get these other guys in here and they're just acting just a little bit weird. So priming, get moving, reading, meditation. Okay. So now I have all of them and I like the My Day view better. So we're going to switch over to My Day. And yep, the items are still there. Now, all the ones I wanted are there. Let's see what happens if I go to the next day. They are still there. So that's because I duplicated each of them. If I go to the third day, they're not there. So if we have them set up right, they're all going to go across. And then what I can do on Mondays is I can do it just like any other block. Here are the things. When I check them off, I'm completing. But when I reach the outcome, my hour of power, I've spent the first hour of the day feeling fantastic, then I can just complete the block and all of them will get closed down. But what I was doing was deciding, like maybe one day I'll do this and maybe one day I'll do that. And I could schedule them onto the parts. So it's really up to me if I want to move them over or not. I could just leave them here and then I can still check them. I don't have to have them set in the timing. And what's good about that is that it keeps it here and not duplicates it over here, which is something that I noticed. Like all of these, their time is going to get counted. So I think that's the route that I am going to take. I wanted to share it so you could see it. I don't know if you're looking at those nuances as well. I'm meeting with an accountability group for RPM tomorrow, and I'll bring this up with them and see if they have ideas, how they feel about what I'm talking about. And in general, just decide if this is going to be the way I'm going to run it this week, because so far I'm pretty excited about it. All right, take care.